a couple of ladies who go by the name of Julie Razor and Michelle Berry. Both are bus drivers for Stagecoach, and they are hoping to raise £10,000 for a new scanner for the Addenbrookes Breast unit. They both join me now. Julie, you're very nervous, but don't be.
I am.
Don't be. Honestly, don't be. And Michelle apparently is the gobby one.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much.
But honestly, don't be nervous, Julie.
Okay.
All right. So listen, let's talk about the calendar first of all, and then we'll get into the intricacies as to how it came about and stuff. So you've released this limited edition Women's Institute inspired calendar. The Women's Institute calendar, it's kind of pictures of semi-naked ladies. Is that the best way to describe it?
Yes, that would be one way to describe it, absolutely.
Okay, so the next question is, why did you decide to do such a thing?
Well, the idea had been floating around for quite some time to do something for charities. Stagecoach used to get very involved with helping charities, cancer charities especially. And yeah, so it's an idea that had been floating around, and we kind of just took hold of it. And Julie and I had watched the film, The Calendar Girls, and we thought, do you know what, why not? What a wonderful way to raise money and have fun.
How fun was it to do?
It was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. I've got a picture of it now. I'm looking at Miss April at the moment. Who's Miss April?
That's Kathy Beaumont.
And she is sat. I'll try and describe this to you. She's sat at a desk with her legs up, just wearing a pair of shoes, but then has a pink folder strategically placed, shall we say?
Yes.
In front of her. Miss May is. Is that you?
Me! Yes, that's me on Modern High Street.
Okay, so you are wearing some shoes and a pair of briefs, shall we say, and holding an umbrella.
That's it. Yes.
And that's it.
That's it.
And you did that actually in a real life bus stop.
Yeah, that's not photoshopped. That was on Modern High Street, and my colleague, our photographer, he assured me that by 6:30 it was a very quiet, dead road, and there wouldn't be any traffic.
But there was traffic.
There was traffic. Quite a bit.
What was the what was the response of the traffic that went past?
Slowed down to have a bit of a look as Julie tried to maintain my modesty, and we actually recognised one van that came back because they'd done a loop and come back to have another look.
So they came back a second time, did
Yes,
they?
they did.
I hope you told them that you'll be in the calendar, they're there to buy the calendar if they want to.
Yeah, we should have put posters up, shouldn't we? Yeah, buy the calendar.
I mean, on a serious point, how easy or how difficult was it to pose for these pictures? Because if someone told me, right, Charlie, we're going to do a children in need calendar to raise money for charity, I would seriously think twice about stripping off and posing for it, regardless of the fact that it was for charity. So I mean, how easy or how difficult was it to do?
I think it was very nervous to start off with, the first photo, but as time went on it got easier and easier.
And when someone was having a photograph taken, were the rest of you there watching?
No, Julie and I were on every single location to get everything set up, and we all had ideas, but actually they kind of morphed into what you now see into the calendar.
Yeah.
Because that was actually one of the difficulties as well. It's like, yeah, right, great, we're going to do this calendar. We want it to be different. We want it to be out on location. Every single page has to have something related with the bus industry. Okay, great. What do we do? Where do we go from here? So that was actually one of the hardest things, was coming up with different ideas and fun ideas as well. We didn't just want to be sat inside a bus.
How easy was it to? The people in the calendar, you got 7 bus drivers, 1 mechanic, and a PA, all agreed to strip off. How easy was it to
get them on board?
Well, to coin a bus phrase, how easy was it to get them on board?
Well, actually, once we spoke to them and said that we would be with them, as I say, it started off quite hard with some of the photos.
But we did say as well, you can show as much or as little as you want.
Exactly.
It's up to you. We won't go ahead with the pictures unless you're happy. We'll let you have a look at them, and if you're not happy, then we can change your pose, change your position, even if change location if we have to. And so that gave them confidence to do it as well.
All right. Listen, you're trying to raise £10,000 for a new scanner at Addenbrookes for the breast unit. We'll talk more about that after we hear from Blur and Parklife, as I look through the rest of the 7 months or 8 months that I haven't looked at yet on the calendar. And we'll find out where you can get the calendar from as well, and how much money they're hoping to raise, as we continue our chat with Julie and Michelle, both bus drivers from Stagecoach. So tell us about the scanner. You're hoping to raise £10,000 for the scanner. Just tell us what the scanner actually does.
Yeah, so what it is it's so that this piece of equipment is so biopsies can be performed in less time and to higher safety standards. And this will mean less distress for the patients while they undergo a biopsy procedure. And it also means that more patients will be able to be diagnosed more quickly. It is a stressful procedure, and hopefully this will reduce the stress levels for the ladies while they're waiting. I know when Julie and I were speaking about her scare, one of the worst things was waiting, that waiting period, waiting for the results to come through. Because
Julie, I mean, you've both been affected by breast cancer in different ways. I mean, and Julie, first of all, what was that period like? I mean, you had a scare earlier on this year. What was that waiting period like? I mean, that must be awful to be waiting to find out, yes, I have got it, no, I haven't got it.
Well, exactly. I think you feel for your family as well. I mean, I was unfortunate to actually have the scare, but as I say, I felt more for the family than what I did for myself, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's what's inspired you to do this calendar?
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. It's a wonderful unit. They make you feel so at ease, and the people are lovely there. Yeah.
And Michelle, of course, you've also been affected by breast cancer. I mean, can you share your story with us briefly?
Yes, my mother, when she was 47, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She had an operation to remove the tumour and also had some glands removed from under her arm, and that was actually a very difficult time.
I mean, it's the thing is, Julie's mentioned, not only is it the person who's suffering from cancer or has the scare. I mean, you said you thought more about your family, Julie.
Yes, I did.
Than yourself.
Yes.
And that's the thing. It not only affects the sufferer, it has a massive effect on everyone.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And because you just feel helpless, there's nothing you can do to help the person. You just got to kind of sit and just be there for them. And even, the process afterwards, even when they've got, the all clear, the medication that 5 years, the tamoxifen, that has its own complications and side effects that can affect that person's life as well. So, and also a friend of mine had a double mastectomy, and she's still going through reconstruction procedures all these years later. So yeah, it affects. I mean, it's one of those things. Once you get talking to people, it's like, oh, my mother or my daughter, my grandmother. Everyone. We've received some lovely emails of support.
Off air, almost everyone. My family as well. Everyone has been affected at some point or knows someone who's been affected by breast cancer.
So absolutely,
a great thing that you guys are doing. I understand Stagecoach have kind of helped you guys out as well with funding the calendar. So it's kind of been easy to put that together.
Yeah, so Julie went over and approached Andy Campbell, our managing director, and he happily agreed to pay £2,000, which paid for the production costs for the 1,000 calendars, because one of the printers that we use, they kindly did it for a very, very low price for us. So 100% of the profit from the calendar, so every single £10 that comes from that calendar goes directly to Addenbrookes Charitable Trust for the...
presumably a lot of family and friends are going to purchase this calendar. How do you both feel about them seeing you in pretty much all your glory?
Oh, I think it's great. Yeah, we do.
Not a problem with that.
Yeah, some of them, it's like you didn't actually have a choice. It's going to be a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas.
I mean, this
Here's
is the
a
thing.
naked calendar of me.
Friends and families, are they going to be getting presents from you, i.e. the calendar?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to see my friend in Australia at Christmas. And that's fine. She's not going to hear this. So, that's her Christmas present.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Listen, if anyone wants to purchase the calendar, it is for a great cause. You guys are aiming to raise, again, £10,000 for for the new scanner at the Addenbrookes Breast Unit. Where can they purchase the calendar from?
They're available from the Stagecoach Cowley Road Depot reception desk, and the Breast Unit have also got some at their reception desk. Or if people email calendargirls2017 at hotmail.com, we can pop one in the post. We have got a Facebook page as well.
Sure.
So if they just search for Stagecoach Calendar Girls 2017, then they can get all of the information on our Facebook page as well.
How have some of the men employees of Stagecoach reacted to this? Have they been mature about this, or have they been a little bit childish, as men can be sometimes?
Do you know, actually, I'm
been
really
brilliant.
Yeah, this sounds awful. No offence, guys. Sorry. I actually thought there was going to be lots of childish comments and what have you. I did. Do you know, they've been so supportive, and we're actually getting a lot of repeat sales from them. And some of the guys said, you know, I think it's that great. I'm keeping it in my bag. It's a brilliant cause, and I'm showing people, encouraging other people to buy it. So no, they've been brilliant, really good.
Well, maybe next year you can get the men to do a calendar. And we can raise another £10,000.
Yeah, I think they're kind of watching us, and I think they are quite inspired, actually.
Well, let's make that happen. I want to see you guys come in here this time next year, with a calendar of the men employed at Stagecoach Coaches.
I'll buy one.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of gym memberships purchased in January. Should you go back and decide to do that. Listen, best of luck to both of you. I think it's a great thing that you've done, and for actually doing it as well. I mean, again, seriously, would I do something like that? I don't think I could. So I have utmost respect to both of you for doing that. And listen, I hope you sell out. So you printed 1,000. Obviously,
there's 1,000 copies available,
and obviously you're hoping to sell every single one.
Absolutely. So please, yes, absolutely,
please.
Just £10 each. They're hoping to raise £10,000 for a new scanner at the Addenbrookes Breast Unit. I mean, is this likely to become an annual thing?
Do you know, I underestimated the work that was involved in it, but never say never, but we'll see.
Yeah. I definitely think you should do the whole thing with the men. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you going to work on that?
Are you listening, guys?
So they're going to come back to the office and we'll get that sorted for next year. Listen, thank you so much indeed once again to Julie Razor and Michelle Berry, who have produced this Women's Institute-inspired calendar. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.